Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Universe Era podcast. It's special because only two of us are here. We're not talking about the Universe Era, and that's because you have me and Jamie who are going to talk about what's happened from Mania to here. Because in the 2 weeks since Mania, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
And also, Ryan won't watch any wrestling unless I tell him to watch it. And even then, he'll barely watch that. But I think we should talk about the mass, releases first. We'll end with Mania.
The releases that caught me off guard. Some of the names, at least, really.
I remember I sent you a picture of who's been released, and you could build a company around that. The Revival.
It actually looked like it was advertising a new WWE game.
Zack Ryder being let go really shocked me. I thought he was going to stay with the company forever because he basically revolutionized WWE's social media preference, because we're going to eventually get to that part in our timeline, but Zack Ryder got himself over with the internet. And I think with that, WWE went, okay, this internet shit's important. And so I thought he would stay forever.
Zack Ryder was a shock to me, to be honest with you. In fact, it's just so many names on there. It's really.
Yeah. Have you seen that the Revival have changed their name to the Revolt? And because they released this promo and it was on Twitter, and it's essentially a Fear the Revolt, FTR, fuck the Revival. That's great. I fucking love that. In all seriousness, I hope all of them get work. I know in our current situation they're not going to get work, but I hope they all get work later. I'm
some
going
of
to
the
do
names I think some companies could snatch up.
For my joke, the second Cody Rhodes saw that, he got the lube ready. Do you think when him and, is it Brandy, her name is? His wife? Brandy?
Yeah, Brandy, aye.
Do you think when it's time for them to do sexy time, she comes in dresses like a news article saying this person has been released by WWE? Because, when he saw that list, the Revival, Rusev, Zack Ryder, Heath Slater, Kurt Hawkins, his mouth just watered. He was like, ooh. The Revival are going to AEW. That's obvious. They're going to go to AEW and they're going to have a feud with the Young Bucks. 100%.
I definitely. I can see Eric Rowan maybe going there.
I feel like they could do something with him and Brody Lee.
Aye.
What
shocked me was it wasn't he just wrestlers?
Oh, it was backstage people. Who was that referee that got fired? Who was the longest running referee?
Mike Chioda.
Yeah, Mike Chioda. He got.
He blew that. Really blew me out of the water.
Also,
Finlay as well.
Oh, Finlay really makes me sad because, as we said in episode 1 of the Universe Era podcast, which you can watch and listen to on our official YouTube channel and on Anchor and other websites. I'm trying to get them on there. Selfless plug. But one of the things we talk about with Ryan is the evolution of women's wrestling, from NXT. Finlay is one of the main people who was behind that, because he basically said, if you want women's wrestling treated seriously, make it normal wrestling, and it's just women.
I was just about to say the exact same thing. He had a major part to play in that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, the one person who I won't right away want to go to AEW is Heath Slater. I want him to go to Impact Wrestling so he can continue his team with the with Rhino.
That's right, Rhino's an Impact. I'd love to see that actually. Another tag team. I don't know. I love them.
Heath Slater managed to get himself over by the fact that the company didn't give a shit about him. Do you remember that 2-month storyline where he wasn't drafted to Raw SmackDown and he was fucking furious, and then he got involved with the Brock Lesnar Randy Orton feud, which gave me my favorite line Brock has ever done: "I don't give a fuck about your kids." But is there anything else you want to talk about with the releases?
Really, Carl Anderson. I think he's been teasing on Twitter about going back to Japan.
Yeah, I think Carlson and Anderson are definitely going back to Japan. I forgot they were there. Does that mean in Canada the Undertaker killed them? If they never come back, is the story Undertaker killed them in the Boneyard match now?
Very possible. I mean, he did throw. Was it Griff?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Possibly.
Yeah, they're just going to be like, no,
Drake Maverick, he put
Drake. I think I know where he's going, because if you follow Drake on Twitter, he's posting a lot of videos of him in Progress Wrestling, before he came to WWE. He's going back.
His video, the post he put on Twitter, I don't know if you've seen it, but it really.
Oh, when he was crying about that.
It got me and it just shows you no many people put on Twitter, and I'm sure he thanked everybody and everything else. I know he's in this cruiserweight tournament, and just I just.
Also, he was, I would say him and R-Truth are the only good things that's come out of the 24/7 title. That month where Drake had the title, and he was constantly showing that in front of his wife's face in pictures on Twitter, and how they got married and how they wouldn't consummate the marriage until he had the title. That was the greatest shit ever. And that was the only time the title meant anything. Because now I don't care about the 24/7 title. It's not good.
What I liked about that is it didn't just have everybody tuning into Raw. It had everybody going on social media to see if anything else had happened. If R-Truth had won the title 8 times in a week.
Because isn't he 30-time champion? Someone's genuine. He is 30. I don't know.
I like the way the 24/7 championship came from the 24/7 to, I don't know, just about 30 different names. I'm sure the European title's in that somewhere, and R-Truth ran with it, but he's no got that. He's not got Drake Maverick. That's the.
No. And that's the thing. R-Truth is amazing, but he works better if he has someone who can go with that silliness. And I think Drake did that the best.
Exactly.
But are we done with the releases? Because I think the next thing we need to talk about is Nia Jax.
I think we are. The only other one I was shocked at was of that NXT, that Deonna Purrazzo.
Oof.
I thought with her being on Raw, I thought she was going to get a push. But
I don't know. Also, someone pointed out. Apparently, they saved like 4 million with all the releases. But you want to know what cost them 4 million? The 2 matches of Goldberg, the Saudi Arabia and the WrestleMania.
Exactly. I mean, it's
also, this is all alleged, so don't take what I'm saying as gospel. But one of the things going around stories right now is the reason why Goldberg won in Saudi Arabia is because he refused to lose to the Fiend.
To be honest with you know me, I'm not a wrestler, but if you're in that kind of position, you're getting paid that money. I mean, Goldberg's had his, he's had his time. I mean, his run in WCW was beyond none. But, I mean, I don't think.
I don't even think Goldberg was good in WCW. What was good in WCW was his streak, not him. You could have given that streak to the Brooklyn Brawler, and it would be the exact same game. Like, Goldberg has only had one good match in WCW, and that's his match against DDP at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
And that's because DDP is the best. He could do a 5-star match with me. He could somehow make that work.
See, in fact, I was arguing with this just after WrestleMania Sunday, and I actually think, I don't know if you remember it, Tatanka went in an undefeated run. I rate that higher than Goldberg's streak. Because Goldberg was just putting 2-minute matches on.
Yeah, Tatanka actually had real matches. Also, here's another difference. Tatanka's streak was real. You know how Goldberg's streak is like, what, 182 wins, no losses? Yeah. Someone's done the number. It's actually like 70-odd wins. Like, he is missing over 100 wins.
Exactly. I looked into it, and when you actually read it, Tatanka his streak was going with the, like, going to be house shows.
It's like, what, a year and a half?
Something like that, but when you put the house shows in that as well, it marks up.
Yeah, house shows. House shows only matter when they want it to matter. That's a title change. Normally, the tag team titles. Okay. Yeah. We need to talk about the Nia Jax thing. For anyone who hasn't seen on Twitter, Nia Jax threw Carrie Sane into the turnbuckle, and Carrie's lucky to be alive.
I just thought she broke her neck. I didn't watch. I didn't see Raw. I seen it on Twitter, and I
saw the clip.
I had to go on the internet, and because I mean, she could have died.
Also, if you actually listen to the clip, you can hear her yell, "I'm not set," as in like, "I'm not ready. Don't fucking throw me."
You know what's the most haunting thing to that whole clip? You can the scream. Screamy here.
Oh, the scream's scary.
It's
like, if Carrie comes out in an interview in a year time and says, like, "I thought I was going to die," I would believe her.
And what really annoyed me, especially today, was when you go on Twitter, you'll see first, just a wee while ago, Nia Jax retweeted a GIF from a Nia Jax fan page, basically throwing Kairi Sane all over the place. And this morning, she posted the video, or it was a retweeted video, but she put, since Kairi Sane can't do anything about it, maybe Ronda Rousey would like to try #someone.
Okay. The thing, you brought up Ronda, and I was going to bring her up either. You remember, like, what, a week ago when, like, Paige did some live stream with, like, a bunch of her friends, and Nia basically said Ronda Rousey is unsafe? Pot meet kettle. Like, I understand accidents happen. Here's the slight difference. Carrie Singh, the incident that just happened, Becky Lynch had her face broken, and Charlotte had to have shoulder surgery. Becky nearly snapped her neck. Sasha Banks had a legit injury. It's a common thing. Nia Jax is hurting people. Like,
exactly.
Do you remember?
To be honest, she really what started getting on my nerves is when she met Ronda being an unsafe worker. Why did she come? This is almost like this apparently talk with backstage officials happened. To come and say when Ronda in the company right at this minute. Why wait?
Okay, this is petty, and this isn't probably the reason why or whatever, I don't know, but here's a petty reason why. Because Ronda's not at the company anymore. If Ronda was still at the company and she had problems, Ronda could fucking kill her.
It just makes you, it makes you laugh because when you go on her Twitter, she just mentions Ronda. She doesn't mention Shayna, Jessamine Duke, Marina Shafir, because I think she knows that any one of these two could teach her a thing or two.
I'm waiting for money. I'm waiting for Money in the Bank when Shayna fucking goes to town on her. Like I just would expect, like, just out of nowhere, Shayna goes full UFC 200 on her and just starts clobbering her in the head. Just being like, yeah, you called my friend unsafe. Fuck you.
It might just be me picking on Nia Jax. I think there's a bit of jealousy in there. Because the only time Nia won a title was WrestleMania 34. And to be honest with you, there was only one match that stood out for me at WrestleMania 34. Ronda Rousey's debut match.
Ronda Angle. Mm-hmm.
So
I'd say there's two other reasons I remember that show. One is the Undertaker John Cena thing, not because of the match, because of like the story and the intrigue, where it was like Cena for weeks would be like, fucking fight me, Taker, and we got no reply. And like, I remember people were thinking the American Badass was coming back. Like, only took them 2 years, and then he comes back. And then the second thing is the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns main event, because if you remember, Roman Reigns fucking bleeds a shit ton of blood.
That's
and I'm going to steal this from Botchamania. Matthew from Botchamania said the absolute greatest thing about this match. When a plane knows it's going to crash, it releases fuel to try and make the explosion not as big. They knew this match was going to suck, and they gave the fans blood, and the fans still chewed it out. But speaking of WrestleManias, we had an empty WrestleMania.
This was weird. It was kind of weird. I know backlash over certain two people.
You and me.
One from a certain man with glasses that used to carry a tennis racket, and another one that likes the word.
Yeah, but But anyway, Jim Cornette hates anything. I don't think he actually has as many problems. He's just exaggerating so people go onto his podcast and then talk about him saying how he's a piece of shit. I don't think Cornette believes half the shit he says. Vince Russo is someone who will never accept he did anything wrong. That's the thing.
You know what I love about Vince Russo is remember I was saying here, I listened to one podcast, and apart from the same bro, he said
It's
he never wants to talk about wrestling ever again. And this one was for the end of last year. No, well, I think it was October. And I put one on from January, and what is he talking about?
Wrestling. Because, no, but here's the thing. Russo either says he did nothing wrong or doesn't think anything he's done is wrong. Like, if you listen to him talk about David Arquette becoming WCW champion, he legit sees no problem with that. Because he says, as everyone's like, oh, David Arquette didn't win the title. It's like, no, to quote him, no one wins the title. They are given the title. Oh, because he believes that wrestling belts and titles are just props. That's it.
I think last time I heard Vince Russo, and this was quite good actually, it was like in a war of words with, what's his name? The Harlem Heat, Stevie Ray. And Stevie Ray chewed him up, spat him out. In fact, I've got a good promo for it actually. I think it was from Impact. It's Roddy Piper sitting in the ring, and he basically says, "You killed Owen Hart." He does, and I'll say you, he just lets rip. I loved it.
Okay, I have many issues with Russo, and I can talk days about my issues with Russo. He didn't kill Owen Hart. Owen Hart's death was an accident.
That's how I see it. I watched the event. I've never watched it since then.
Like, you can make the argument of, if he didn't become the Blue Blaze again, that wouldn't happen. But that's a bullshit argument, because then I can apply that to any other accident. Someone got hit by a car crossing the street. Oh, if that person just waited 5 more minutes, wouldn't have got hit. So no. Russo did not kill Owen.
That if Owen didn't want to do the Blue Blazer, he wouldn't have done the Blue Blazer. If Owen didn't want to be up there, he wouldn't have been up there. Because I know if I didn't want to do something, I wouldn't be up there. I'd say, no, I would rather take a and do that if I didn't want to do it. So.
Also, at that time, they would have given Owen anything he wanted, because this was after the Montreal screw job, and they really wanted to keep Owen in the WWF. They could not afford to have him also go to WCW. They gave him anything he wanted because they needed to keep him. And then all that. But no.
I agree with you.
WrestleMania was in.
I agree with you. You can give him some. You can blame him for some things like the brawl for all or whatever, but don't blame him for. I just watched that episode.
I'll send you the video on Twitter. It's amazing. It's like this guy who does the fucking funniest wrestling videos on TikTok, and it's like Jim Cornette. It's like, well, tell me something, Mr. Funny Man. Is this how you get your sick kick? Russo. Well, it's just a little. And Bradshaw's just on the ground edge. Oh my goodness! It's the funniest shit ever. But okay, enough Russo. No more Russo.
No more Russo. No doubt we'll cover him when we do the Dark Side of the Ring one.
Oh yeah, we'll end up talking about those. Okay, here's my quick thing about empty WrestleMania. 2 matches benefited from it. 1 match suffered for it, and every other match I felt did as much as it could. The match I felt really suffered with no crowd was the Last Man Standing match, Edge Orton. I feel like without a crowd that's able to more or less chant during the brief time when both people are down waiting for the 10 count and that, the match really suffered, I feel like. Also, Edge was meant to come out to his theme live, they were going to like the band was going to play it, which makes me sad.
It just didn't have the same feel yet. Not having a crowd.
No. Like, imagine, let's say, 100,000 people. Imagine the pop of when it's just, you think you know me. Dun, dun, dun. That could probably rival the Royal Rumble pop. Up, like, even though we know he's still going to be there, but it's that you think you know me. I probably wouldn't nearly lose one of my front teeth to that pop, though.
I think when was the last WrestleMania Edge was in? Was it 27?
It's 27. That was his last
Hall
match.
of Fame. He was, but I just thinking.
Yeah, 27 was his last match. It was against Del Rio, because he had injured himself like 2 weeks beforehand with that spear, and like Edge talks about that match, saying how he could not feel his arms during that match.
Is that on the WWE 24?
I don't know if it's in the WWE 24 or if it's in like another documentary.
That's actually quite good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that match suffered. I would say every other match kind of did as best as it could, except 2 matches which I feel like they couldn't do. Well, they would not have done it if it was not in an empty arena, and that is the Boneyard match and the Firefly Funhouse.
Right.
Here's the thing. We have both privately said to each other that Undertaker can't wrestle anymore. He's too old. He's too broken. We've seen the Goldberg match at Saudi Arabia. They nearly killed each other. This is great because apparently it took them 6 hours to film the Boneyard match. But that's amazing because you can basically play to the Undertaker's strengths now. Like, you can have a high octane match and it won't kill him. Thanks to editing and that. Also, when Undertaker came back as American Badass, why did they not just get Limp Bizkit and have him come out to Rollin'? Like, there's not a crowd there, but you would still hear a massive pop somehow.
Oh,
but yeah,
you still hear me?
I love that because yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just on this headset. I thought I'd click the button. It's okay, as long as you can hear me.
Okay. But yeah, I love the Boneyard match because it works now. Like, people was like, someone asked someone else on Twitter, and I saw this. Could Undertaker have one more reign with the WWE title? And I went, no, but then I went, what if you make them all Boneyard matches? Everything Undertaker does is now a Boneyard match, or something similar to that. I think you could work with that.
I could work with that. I don't think if it was a not think he would go with some of the young ones.
He would die. And then in the Boneyard match, you could do whatever you want. But I know people like the Boneyard match more than the other match. I will stand my ground. I love the Firefly Funhouse match more. I love that match. That is, oh my God. One, thank you, John Cena, for doing that. I don't think you would have. But also, here's the thing I love about the Firefly Funhouse and the Boneyard match, and it's just made me realize this. The Undertaker and The Fiend are meant to be supernatural beings. Like, these are not meant to be human beings.
I agree.
Why does it make sense that these supernatural beings who can shoot lightning from their hands or make fireballs out of nothing, why do they come to the ring and have a 20-minute normal match with fucking Johnny No Name? Like, but with the Firefly Funhouse match, it makes sense. You aren't having a wrestling match against Drew McIntyre. No, you're having your mind fucked with by the Fiend. And also, here are 2 matches I want to do, and I have the ultimate way of making, like, I have 2 matches I want to do and 1 storyline. The 2 matches I want to do in a Firefly Funhouse is Vince McMahon. Like, imagine this bullshittery you could pull with Vince in the Firefly Funhouse and The Undertaker. Like, have them just do batshit insanity. You don't even need to have a winner. Just have, like, just say reality destroyed itself because these supernatural beings are fighting each other. And then I have the ultimate story that I can do, and it will make Kofi Kingston the greatest champion ever. Here's my story. Bray wins at Money in the Bank. He is the WWE champion. And you can have him fight other people later on in between this. Kofi goes to face Bray. And if you notice, in the Firefly Funhouse match with Cena, the whole point was showing all the dark sides of Cena. And he gave Cena the chance to apologize, and Cena didn't, and that's what let him win. Do that with Kofi, except there is no darkness. Kofi is pure. Kofi, like, you can even do some stupid anime shit where, like, it feels like Kofi is going to give in, and then, like, the New Day show up like angels to help him. And, like, have Kofi be like, yeah, I spent 9 years in the mid-card because Randy Orton called me stupid on TV. Yes, I lost my title to 4 seconds because WWE wanted to have Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez in Saudi Arabia. But I am Kofi Kingston, and I am a good guy. And then, using that, beats the Fiend, gets the title, and Kofi beat the Firefly Funhouse. He is a pure soul. You can never turn Kofi heel ever again.
No.
But I don't think you could. Kofi can... Like... But that story, I feel it could work with Kofi. Just make... Like, Kofi is the only one who can escape the Firefly Funhouse because he's the only one who is pure. I feel like that's a story you could do. They're not going to, because they're never going to do anything else with Kofi ever again. Like,
I always,
that makes me sad.
I always
like,
know Kofi as I call him Mr. Royal Rumble.
Oh, the fact that he's never won a Rumble genuinely pisses me off.
With some of the spots he's done at the Rumble, he deserves to win one. Really does.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, he deserves to win one. He deserves to kick Brock Lesnar's ass in 28 seconds. Just a fuck you to him from the SmackDown thing. I'm still angry about
so
that.
much. Like, the build up, I think you were going to say that, the build up he done with Kofi, just to have it wiped.
Like, you have, because the story of Kofi is fantastic. He wasn't meant to be in the match.
It reminded me.
Mustafa Ali was meant to be.
That reminded me of the Daniel Bryan line they had.
100%, because it's the exact same thing. Well, okay, it's not the exact same thing, but it's more or less the people rallied behind this person, and WWE had to change it because I think if they went with the original plan, i.e. Batista beats Orton at WrestleMania 30 and Daniel Bryan faces Sheamus and the New Day in a tag team match and Kevin Owens faces Daniel Bryan at Mania, I'm pretty sure they would burn WrestleMania to the ground. And then you had Kofi be a legitimate, strong contender. I don't think he ever lost a match ever until he faced Brock. He did not lose while he was champion. He had a good rivalry with Dolph Ziggler. He had two more matches with Bryan. Kofi was great, and then in 4 seconds he lost, and they've not done anything with that. Kofi doesn't even seem to be angry.
I don't even think Kofi's had his rematch.
He hasn't.
He has. It's times like that when you just think, what was happening? Because they made us. I would see the point if they made us build up, had him lose that time, and then gave him a rematch, and he won it back. I would say, oh well, mistake. They've repaired it. Let's see what happens. But they've not even acknowledged.
Yeah, if you have to have Brock be the WWE champion so you can have him fight Cain Velasquez for the title, if you have to do that, the second Saudi Arabia is done, have Kofi beat him.
Exactly.
And if you have to have it believable, have fucking Big E and Xavier Woods help him. I know Brock's a genetic beast, but I don't think he can beat the entire New Day in one match.
Exactly. There's all getting around somebody. They don't need to make Brock looks weak. They can still make him look strong and have him lose a match. They've done it for years. What era it is, whether it's Hulk Hogan or nowadays or in the Attitude Era, they've always done it where they can make somebody lose a title, still look strong. Easily have done it.
Hogan only lost clean once, and then you see he kicks out at 3.0 because he did not want to be pinned. It was a proper fuck you because Hogan's a dick. Austin, when he lost the title for the first time, in the First Blood match, Undertaker and Mankind got involved. Yeah.
So.
You can hell, Cena his first 2 WWE title reigns ends from a Money in the Bank cash in and the muscle being torn off his arm, so he has to leave for 6 months. I don't know, but anyway, the other matches were okay. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are the women's tag team champions. Whoop-de-doo, those titles mean nothing.
See, the only thing about these titles is they're saying it's over 3 brands. I've never once seen an NXT team challenge it. They've got a couple of good teams down there. They've got, they did have Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox, but I think they've got separate teams now. There's, I can't remember who Tegan Nox is with. But 2 of them have got different teams. You can easily stick 2 together.
Here's the thing. I remember everyone was like, "Oh, we got women's tag team titles." It's now the brand's equal, and I'm like, "Yeah, they're equal." No one gives a fuck about either brand. The male or the female tag team titles. The Raw tag team title is one of the useless belts. In this 1 year, it went from the Viking Raiders to the Authors of Pain, back to the Viking Raiders, then to Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, then back to the Viking Raiders, then back to Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, then to the Street Profits. I don't know. The titles mean nothing.
That has changed. The tag team titles have really, really changed. Back in the day, D and all them, it's really changed now.
I think the only reason why they had Nikki and Bliss win was because so they could be like, we now have 5 people from Scotland who are champions.
Exactly, yeah.
Drew, Nikki, the NXT UK Women's Champion, and the NXT Tag Team Champions. Like 5 people from Scotland are the champions. Also, I just mean to say, fuck you, Drew. I was going to be the first Scottish WWE champion. That was my.
It's all right, James. He's from Ayr,
but
so no. You can be the first person from Edinburgh to be WWE champion. Away.
I will. And then, like, someone else will win it, and I will have to be like, I am the only person from this address who has become the WWE champion. And just do that. But no, then we had, like, Baron Corbin versus Elias. I did not care about this match. I did not care about their story. There have only been one good bit, and that is when Baron Corbin fucking killed Elias by knocking him off the balcony.
I didn't really care for this match, to be honest with you. It didn't. The story didn't grab me.
No. The only match I cared less about, and it genuinely makes me sad that I said this, was Bobby Lashley versus Aleister Black. I love these two guys, but they had no story. They were just thrown together at WrestleMania.
I hadn't seen the Raws before WrestleMania, and I was a wee bit confused. They were fighting each other. That was the problem I had.
I'm not making...
I didn't know. I tried to. Sometimes if you don't watch the Raws or that before it, you can normally grasp the kind of story if like a promo if they show it before or even during the match, but there was none. There was no even commentary saying anything.
There was no reason, literally no reason. It was just, we have these two people, let's put them on a Mania. And it makes me so... You want to know something that makes me so sad? How far Bobby Lashley has fallen from where everyone thought he was going to go. Because I remember when Bobby Lashley came in after WrestleMania 34, everyone instantly went, he's the one to beat Brock.
I was one of them.
Because
one of them.
Because remember,
I thought he was going to get a run, be a champion, or even challenge for the championship. But it just...
Because remember, he has that... I don't know if he was in UFC, but he did do MMA. He does, and he has a better record than Brock. Oh, that's the thing. I don't know. And, like, they did nothing with him. And it makes me sad.
He's got talent. He's got some talent. I've watched him when he first started in WWE. I watched him in Impact, and he's one of the guys that doesn't really disappoint you. The only disappointment you've got is, like you say,
no,
what they're doing. It's a shame.
Nothing. Anyway, okay, let's talk about the most surprising match ever. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. Okay, two surprising things. One, it was actually a match and not a squash. Two, Becky won.
Exactly.
I genuinely did not expect that. Like, and I think that's why they've done it, because everyone called a mile away Shayna's going to win.
This is one of the...
This
is one of the matches I did follow the story for. I just thought they were building Shayna up so big. I mean, did she not beat the other person in the elimination?
They built...
And Becky won. Remember WrestleMania 30 when the streak ended, and the guy with the eyes, that was me in front of my telly.
Yeah. Oh, you were...
I was like, what?
I was just like...
I think my eyes popped out that much, my glasses fell off.
Oh no, like though I can tell a mile away what they're doing. She's gonna win Money in the Bank and cash in, probably on the same night because it worked so well with Dean Ambrose, it worked so well with Kane. So now every time someone wins Money in the Bank, they cash in on the night. I guarantee you. It's going to be something like that. Like, I guarantee you, Shayna was meant to win, but everyone called it, so they thought they would do a Russo swerve. Oh, you thought Shayna was going to win? Here's Becky winning.
The ending of that match reminded me of the match where I think Roddy Piper didn't let go of the holding thing.
The sleeper hold and
through me.
Yeah, that I don't know. I'm really curious about what they're doing with that segment, like with that whole story. Like, who are they going to have beat Becky now? Like, they've built Becky to be unstoppable, but that was going to be her problem, that she thought she was unstoppable, and then Shayna was going to beat her. Like, the only person who I could think of would be bring back Ronda.
Exactly.
But I don't know if they are bringing back Ronda. I don't know.
That was my shock of the night. I was like that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. There was no reason why Braun Strowman was brought into this match, except Roman Reigns did not want to be here, did not want to be there because, global pandemic, and also he had leukemia. So, he kind of wants to stay safe.
I did see some people
apparently
say it was bad part on Roman Reigns. I can see the guy. I mean, he's got a family. I mean, I think his wife's pregnant with twins now too. He's got to take care of himself, especially in this day and age. I mean, it's if and there's nothing. We've not been through that, so if we're getting told to stay in the house, it's going to be 10 times worse for him. So I mean,
but no, like I have no issue with Reigns. I have a huge amount of respect for him that he basically went, I need to put my health first. Apparently, Vince is pissed at him. I don't care.
I read that he was
Strowman and
his name wasn't to get mentioned on SmackDown. That's something I read. I don't know.
But yeah. Yeah, but okay, Strowman and Goldberg, basically, it would be like if you and me had a game on WWE, 2K14? That was the last good game. We had 3 finishers. Finisher. Strowman wins. Which is good. You can't have a match with Goldberg. Even at his prime, you couldn't have a match with Goldberg. So just hit 1,000,000 finishers. Strowman is now the WWE champion. No, Universal champion. Here's the thing. 2 years too late.
Exactly. But I looked at the time, it's like, to be honest, if I was in charge, I would never go back in it at all because, I mean, the time was like 2 minutes, 10 seconds. And he
never should have been champion.
He looked blown up. He looked off it. And that's 2 minutes. Considering some of the matches were like 20 minutes and that, that's where the money is getting lost.
But like, I don't have a problem with them bringing back Goldberg. My problem is him winning titles and taking that spot from up-and-coming talent. Kevin Owens, The Fiend, that thing. That's what I have the problem with. Like, what was it, SummerSlam last year or the year before, where he came back and had one match against Dolph Ziggler and that was it? Like, that I don't have a problem with. If, like, a one match here and there against someone who's not doing anything, then sure, I don't mind that. It's when you are screwing other people over for Goldberg to be a champion again, because no one cares about Goldberg anymore.
I mean, I'd say the point if we're bringing him back to build somebody up, put a title on him, build this guy up to be unstoppable, gets title from him. But Roman Reigns doesn't need that build up. Braun Strowman, as you say, 2 years too late. So there's no.
The Fiends never should have lost. Except now I'm on two minds of that. If the Fiends never lost, we would not have won Firefly Funhouse. Because here's the thing. That's the thing I'm wondering about the match against Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank. Are we going to get another Firefly Funhouse match, or are we just going to have a normal match like at Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins? You know, that amazing Hell in a Cell match that ended in a disqualification. I think Mick Foley would have liked a disqualification in 1998.
Oh, no. That's the only bit of that they understand.
What was it? Like, what was it? Seth was going to hit the Fiend with a hammer, and that's too far? Sorry. Mick Foley got thrown off it twice, threw his lip into his nose, thumbtacks in his back. Like, I'm pretty sure Mick deserved, like, if anyone was ever going to deserve a DQ, like, stop a Hell in a Cell match, it's Mick.
I would agree there.
Anyway, moving on. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley comes out as Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. I fucking love you, Rhea. You're amazing. I've always loved Rhea. Rhea's great. And then basically it's a great match, and she loses the belt to Charlotte. I do not agree with it, but I understand why they've done it. You give the title to Charlotte, who is the big name in female wrestling. You have her on NXT, and then people watch NXT, so they beat AEW. I understand that. I understand. I'm not happy. I would have preferred Rhea winning, but hey-ho, who knows? Maybe she's the one who's going to finally beat Becky.
Well, I could actually see it.
I don't know.
And to be honest with you, everybody is going to think Drew McIntyre's Matt would be my MVP in night 2, but it's Rhea Ripley. In night 2 to go into your first WrestleMania under the circumstances. Much on. I've always liked Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. I always liked her. Like, I remember that whole, what was it, the second Mae Young Classic for the NXT Women's title, was it? I don't know. It was when she won the NXT UK's women's title. I was like, this woman is a star. She's going to be amazing. And then Tori Stone came in with the greatest ass ever. Like, did you see that picture of like when she went to NXT for like right before NXT War Games? There's just like this picture, and it's like her ass is the greatest thing ever.
This is the funny thing about you know when Toni Storm's on a show. I seen her at Discovery in Edinburgh, and I swear to God, I've never seen so many people.
You had so many people have
cameras out.
They weren't recording the match. That's the thing. Oh no. But anyway, like, and then we get main event Drew versus Brock, and again, it's very similar to the Goldberg-Strowman match, where it's finisher, Drew wins. And woohoo, Drew won. I was genuinely scared that Brock was going to win. Like, I could have seen Vince just being like, "Oh, you want Drew to win? Fuck you, Brock." But I think he didn't, because I'm pretty sure he realized all of Scotland would have rioted against him, and I don't think you want to fight against Scotland. We're very good at holding grudges. We still hate the English after something that happened 500 years ago. We still hate the English. We are good at holding grudges, Vince.
You better hope there's nobody from England listening.
But yeah. English twats. I don't know. But anyway, I liked the match. I would not say it's my favorite match, but I liked it, and I'm so happy Drew's finally won the title. To see where he started as the chosen one, handpicked by Vince McMahon, then to be dropped down the card, then to be dropped down to 3MB, which was the worst of the worst, to then getting released, to him returning to the Indies with a fucking vengeance, and then to have him come back, and then to have him be the champion makes me happy.
It's one of these stories, It's
like now all we need is Heath Slater to get ripped at the Indies, come back and win the WWE title, and then 3MB, we're all WWE champions. Because remember, Jinder was a champion. I don't like that.
But no, I was there when he returned to ICW. Mm-hmm. Totally unexpected, and the pop that guy got was unbelievable.
Also, Drew was involved in one of my favorite moments in wrestling. He faced Grado in ICW at the SSE Hydro for the ICW champion. Hello. And Grado came out.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, we're still live?
I was still, yeah.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. Okay. So Grado comes out to a Madonna song, and everyone in that arena is singing. And I have said to all my friends, pro wrestling is so special that you can have big 30-year-old manly men sing Madonna unironically at the top of their lungs.
You know, I've actually seen the video for that.
But yeah,
I totally agree. No, nowhere else would you find
I was there.
that many people singing a Madonna song in Glasgow. You know what I mean?
No. Like, yeah. Like, wrestling is special because I was watching this interview with Edge, and he was talking about the Mania 22 match against Foley. And he was, like, talking about how only in professional wrestling could you have men who are on fire, splinters in their arms, thumbtacks in their back and in their elbows, and just be like, I love you, man.
A lot of people don't understand that wrestling actually, it brings people together. I mean, like me and you.
Like,
we started
again
talking about wrestling, and look at us now.
We're doing.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we're trying to get our friend to fucking watch the Great American Bash. Like, I know you have to watch fucking the Sandman versus Carlito. We'll move past that. And then it's, I don't know. But, okay. Who was Match of the Night and MVP? Both nights. We're doing it as both nights. So you don't need to do night one or night two. Just overall as a show, which was better?
Night two.
Like,
I think it was basically because of the Firefly Funhouse. It just I thought the Boneyard match was good, and I will put my hands up and say I thought that match isn't going to be topped. But when I started watching it, and you see the puppet of Vince McMahon, and it goes to this. It goes to the Saturday Night Main Event, and then it goes to the NWO. It was
NWO Cena. I need that. I need NWO Cena.
I just
that is the greatest thing.
Wow, yeah, but it was 13 minutes or something, and basically they've covered basically the whole of wrestling.
It was a total
in 13 minutes.
Cena coming back in his tiny wee shorts was the greatest thing ever. The ruthless aggression. And he brought back the SmackDown fist. I marked out so hard when I saw the fist. I was like, "Holy shit, it's the fist!"
Wyatt kind of had a funny side that what was that reference he done? But you can't touch or something. I love
the Nikki Bella. Also, him being Eric Bischoff is so amazing, and I never thought I would want that.
It's just something that drew me in. I cannot get up. I cannot go away. I don't know what's going to come next. And the way they referenced the Wrestlemania 30 match, it was just well thought out.
When he cut that promo right at the end, and he basically was Bray Wyatt again, and he was cutting those old promos, I was like, holy shit, they're bringing everything back. I'm genuinely surprised they did not bring back Husky Harris. But okay, I'm gonna give you my match of the night in MVP. I know we already know who your MVP is, Drew, and if it was any other show, I 100% would agree. But my match of the night is the Firefly Funhouse, because I feel like if they can work with this could change wrestling. I don't want every match to be a Firefly Funhouse, because to quote Eric Bischoff, wrestling's at its best when it's something for everyone. So you can have your 20-minute Finn Balor versus Daniel Bryan technical masterpiece. You can have your Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar 5-minute, just two big beefy men beating each other up. And then you can have Bray Wyatt fucking with a wrestler going through their past for 10 minutes.
I thought the Firefly Funhouse was a bit like the Attitude Era. There was something for everybody in there. I feel, the old.
I would be really interested.
The way it went. I mean, you had the NWO fans. They'd be marking it for that. Like you said, the SmackDown fist. The older ones at Saturday Night Main Event, and then the ones that maybe started at WrestleMania 30. So they've done it really, really well.
I have to believe that was all Bray. He came out with that match from the beginning. I have to believe that was just him. There is no way I'm believing Vince had anything to do with that.
Bray's just, it's something about Bray Wyatt, and it's just, he's just such a genius.
He's so good.
You noticed it beforehand, and early with all the promos. Promos he done were.
Oh, his Wyatt family stuff was incredible. Oh, here's the thing with Bray. He can turn the stupidest shit into amazingness. A swamp cult leader, that would probably kill anyone else. Bray made that work. Oh, what's this? You're now the host of a kiddie TV show, but you also have a demon inside you? I'm pretty sure if you gave that to any other wrestler, it would fail. Bray made that work.
I think Bray's one of the guys that can take a gimmick and run. And no doubt, if he done this
He's
for 20
like-
years, it would still be as good in 20 years as now. I compare him to The Undertaker, how The Undertaker's took his gimmick and made wee tweaks to it, but he's never lost the name.
Yeah. Oh, I could see. Yeah. Like, you were talking about running with a gimmick. I'm going to give you an Attitude Era one because I know you love those. I'd say he's very similar to Dustin Rhodes. He made Goldust work. I don't think anyone else could.
I've got to agree with you.
I think
that's such a good point.
Like, I could see those two are similar, as in, like, they can turn the stupidest shit into. I mean, like, the Fiend is incredible. He's the most talked about thing in wrestling right now because of all of the shit he's pulled. But I think we're not giving enough credit to my MVP. My MVP is John Cena for the night. Because to go through that shit, like, I guarantee you Bray went to him and said, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to go through this. Can we go during your ruthless aggression bit? Can you do the Dr. Thugonomics? Probably expecting Cena to say, no, 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 no. But Cena went, oh yeah, ruthless aggression? Yeah, I've still got those Speedos. You want me to be Dr. Thugonomics? Fuck yeah. NWO? Fuck yeah. Yeah, you want me to pretend to be fucking Hulk Hogan and have kind of a subtle dig at the fact that I'm not a good wrestler? I'm only very good with muscles and promos? Fuck yeah. Like, Cena, like, a lot of people shit on Cena, and I feel like in our timeline, we'll end up shitting on Cena. But I don't think anyone else would really be willing to do the Firefly Funhouse the way he did. Like, I think, say The Undertaker did that. I think The Undertaker would be like, we're not touching this, or don't mention this bit. But Cena's like, oh, you want to mention my failed relationship with Nikki Bella? Fucking go ahead, mate.
You've got to give Cena some credit in a way. So
yeah, yeah. What was your match of the night?
Firefly Funhouse. But the Funhouse match, that was my just the way it went through the years and the way it just drew you in. Yeah, I've seen it before WrestleMania. If you ask me, what match are you not going to just stand up and go and get a drink or go to the toilet or something like that? That would be the match I said. I'll just go and do whatever I need to do when that match is on. And then that turned out I could not leave that screen because of what they were doing. It was just epic.
I had the exact same thing, but changed the Firefly match to the Boneyard match because I hated their builds. I hated it completely because it didn't feel like it was going to be Undertaker versus AJ Styles. It felt like it was going to be AJ Styles versus Michelle McCool
was getting mentioned quite a lot. I was expecting that they're running or something.
A lot. Because me too, I would not have been surprised if she at least showed up. Oh, imagine fucking her on a bike with Taker. I would have popped. Oh, or you want to know who I really want to have a Boneyard match with Taker? Kane. One final match with the two of them, just breaking all of the shit against each other.
That would sell tickets anyway.
I feel like those two. Also, if you're going to eventually kill The Undertaker, do it in a Firefly Boneyard match and have the Fiend defeat him. No more Undertaker. Fiend becomes the evil spirit monster.
What's the chances that Vince is going to listen to this.
Oh, don't
We'll
you know
tag him
Vince
on
is our
Twitter.
biggest fan? I have him on. I have him on speed dial. He constantly be like, I just listened to your latest episode.
But just don't mention that man.
That was so good.
With the initial CB. We may.
I'm sorry. Christopher Brown. Oh, yeah. Just give me, Vince, just give me a network show where I will pitch wrestling storylines, and then in 2 months' time, something very similar happens, and we'll pretend you don't know who I am. I'm okay, Vince. You can do that. Also, oh my God! I just thought of something. I know exactly what to do now. Because I'd been thinking about what to say. Like, I'd already thought about like the Kofi Firefly match or the Kane Boneyard match. I already thought of that. I just had the ultimate thought. You know how everyone wants Undertaker versus Sting, and I don't want that because they're two old men who'd kill each other? Fucking make it a Boneyard match.
Enough, right?
Just pull some crazy shit with that. And if you want to be batshit insane, have the different versions of Taker and Sting fight each other. So like it's normal Sting and Undertaker. Then, like, Sting punches Undertaker, he turns into the American Badass. Taker punches Sting, becomes NWO Sting. And they just go through their times.
It'd be an ideal way to retire, wouldn't it? Because you're reliving that whole...
Oh, yeah, and just be like, you wanted careers. Sting versus Taker. And then just Bray Wyatt shows up, like, hi, let me in. Kills both of them.
I think after that Boneyard match, a lot of people saying Undertaker on no return as the actual Undertaker. I don't know. There was a certain feeling about it. I don't know.
I don't mind this weird meld, because this isn't just an American Badass. Because remember, he did that weird teleport thing with AJ. Like, he teleported right behind him. So it is obvious that this is kind of a combination of the two Takers.
Oh.
Like, just give him all the Undertaker things. Give him the purple gloves. Give him that Phantom of the Opera mask he wore for like 5 minutes. Because Mabel broke his face. I saw this amazing thing where it was like, why is Undertaker wearing this mask? Wrong answers only. And the first response is, he learned he was going to face Nia Jax.
Oh, I hope Vince is that. I hope Vince is listening. You'll see the other 5 in the Hell in a Cell match coming in with him. Hell in a Cell Money in the Bank match coming in with the mask on. Buffy Shayna. Shayna will not care.
I don't know. Oh no, Shayna's got. I'm going to be like, I don't watch the pay-per-views when they happen just because it's like 3:00 in the morning at my time. I'm good. We're in Scotland. Fuck you, American time zones. But I will at least watch the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match when it happens live, and I will keep an eye on Shayna. I will watch her like a hawk, just being like, oh, is she gonna hit Nia? Oh no, she what? Oh, is she gonna finally hit Nia? Like, and as we know, Vince listens to this. That's going to be the main event, so I'm going to have to watch the whole show.
And then we'll just watch Nia's Twitter on the Monday.
Oh, fuck. Nia wins Money in the Bank. Imagine.
But it's weird because it's not in the performance center shit.
Is there
this time, is it? It's in the Stamford, Connecticut. It's in the headquarters, huh?
Also, the terrible tagline of climb the corporate ladder. 2 hours after reports of you firing 20 employees. Bit tone deaf, WWE. A little bit tone deaf. Also, yeah. Anything else you want to talk about from this weird 2 weeks of wrestling we've had?
It's been a strange 2 weeks. It's had its ups and downs. It's been quite sad. I mean, when was it, Friday when all them folk got released? That was quite a sad day.
And then what was it, a day later, Howard Finkel died?
Hard.
Yeah. That one made me sad, because, Howard Finkel is, the definitive voice of the and new WWF champion. One of my favorite moments of Howard Finkel was when he came back to be the ring announcer for CM Punk against Alberto Del Rio.
That. I think I seen that on Twitter. I think somebody posted that on Twitter.
And it's so good. Everyone did, because it's everyone's favorite moment.
The only thing I didn't agree, the timing couldn't have been any wrong for the smart arses, the smart arse comments. It should have been Vince died. That I'm against. I wouldn't wish death on anybody.
I am not a fan of Vince. I don't like Vince right now. I would have many, many things I would say to Vince, which he's probably going to phone me after we're done, because as we know, Vince has my number.
Don't worry. Vince doesn't got a hold of you. Triple H will got a hold of me.
Vince. Jamie, I heard that James was talking shit about me.
Tell James Vince has turned his phone on and answer. You're not getting your network show.
And then he just secretly says, "Good on you." Yeah. No, he just goes, but secretly, I completely agree.
He'll make you sign something, make sure you're not recording.
Oh, no. Yeah. I feel like if we ever do meet Triple H, I'm going to fucking lose my shit, just because every time he talks, I'm just going to want to go, Triple H.
Don't let him drink water.
But no. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just don't drink that bottle. Triple no.
Jimmy,
why do you have that? Why do you have that shovel, Triple H?
You're trying to fill out your paperwork, and Triple H behind you, spitting water out of you.
It's look, I'm sorry for what I said, but Jeff Hardy should have won that match. I'm just saying.
But see, it's good.
But no, also,
so we can have a wee laugh about it. We don't mean it in seriousness. We're not going to. If we knew an English bit, the English comment, we're not going to take out a name.
I joke.
It's not their fault. The football teams fish and all that. It's not to do with them. But we can say it in a joke, and people know it's a joke.
Yeah.
But it's the smart ass that wish.
Yeah.
You've shit talked to me. I've shit talked to you. It's just the way we go. If you're not, especially this time, this day and time, you need to have fun.
So we don't shit.
But it's the ones on Twitter that wish death of people. Yeah. That's when I'm like, whoa.
I don't think they actually do, or if they do, it's they don't how do I explain this? Everyone who's saying that they wish Vince is dead, the second they die, they are going to be the first ones to be
changing
terrible
that
he's gone.
On Facebook,
that's
all of this. And
but as we know, Vince is never going to die. like he has found the fountain of youth by just working out. Do you remember when he came back in 2015 and he's like a 7-year-old man and he has that cut up vest shirt with like these big muscular arms, and I'm like, Vince, you're not meant to look like that.
I'll give him credit, you know.
Please,
even in his old age,
stop.
He took a spear for Roman Reigns. Yeah, he's not scared to get his hands dirty.
Oh, like
I will say that much.
Yeah. He had a great steel cage match against Austin at Saint Valentine's Day Massacre. Like, that's the thing I always respect about Vince, is that he's willing to be embarrassed and to be hurt because that's what the product needs. Like, I don't think any other bosses would do that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if our boss went to us and said, "Yeah, can you hit me? Can you kick me in the gut and nail me with a stunner?"
There'd be a queue.
I would pay all the money in the world.
There'd be a fight to get there first.
Like people who don't even work here anymore. Yeah. And someone misses it because she's on her smoke break. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, legally we can't mention names. We legally can't mention names.
I miss Caitlyn from the wrestling.
Yeah. Caitlyn was great. I can't wait till we eventually get to Caitlyn in our timeline. Do you remember when she was in the Mae Young Classic? No. Yes, the Mae Young Classic. She came back for like 2 matches. And everyone was like, oh. And then they've done nothing with her.
The Mae Young Classics ones were quite good. Mm-hmm. The only one I felt so heartbroken for was Tegan Knox. I watched there's something on YouTube about her. Mm-hmm. I've seen her a couple of times as Nixon Neal progress in that, but to see her come back with a knee injury, get into the ring at the Mae Young Classic and then blow the other knee, it doesn't even tell you until you see it on the network. I can't even remember what it's called.
Oh.
But it's good.
I don't know. But I know it. But anyway, we've gone on for long enough. If we go any longer, it's going to be longer than the 2
I've just got one more thing. One more thing.
Thank you for listening to this.
The Broken Skull podcast thing with Ric Flair. Look at this guy.
I need to.
Look at him.
It great?
Got a Rolex and an Apple Watch on the same wrist. I was Apple Watch. It was good. It really is good. I will say that much. Me.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to say the same thing I said to you as I said to Ryan when we first saw Ric Flair in our timeline. He's Ric fucking Flair. He is the greatest of all time, except lead champion. Oh, but no, Ric is the best. Like, I feel like he is the only person who could get away with that, because I think if I had a problem with him, he would chop my chest off. I just need to hope he goes to the top rope. I'll throw him off. I remember in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, in GM mode, Ric Flair was a cruiserweight, so I had Ric Flair be my cruiserweight champion for like a whole year, and I changed his finisher to a shooting star press. That's what he's been saying this whole time. Just every time he goes up to the top rope, he's getting ready for a shooting star press.
Brilliant. But I don't think we cover Ric Flair in any of our other wee episodes, did we? Maybe an intercontinental title. I don't
think he's No, he doesn't win the Intercontinental title. I think Ric Flair isn't going to be around a lot until we get to Mania 24. At the start of the year,
it was like lose a match, retire, innit? Right up there, obviously. I'm not going to.
Yeah. So he might. He might still be on some pay-per-views, but like I think the next major time we'll see Rick in our timeline will probably be Mania 24. Yes. When Ric Flair finally hits the shooting star press, beats Shawn Michaels, and still wrestles to this day. Like that 60-minute Iron Man match he had with Daniel Bryan at Mania, that was impressive. But anyway, thank you for listening to the special edition of the Universe Era podcast. That has been Jamie. I have been James. You can find us on Twitter at Universe Era Pod. You can email us at theuniverseerapod@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube at The Universe Era Pod. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv, The Scott Nerd. Me on YouTube, The Scottish Nerd on YouTube. Basically, find me, please. I'm so bored. This lockdown is making me pull my hair out. Like, I'm beginning to sing the American males. American males.
I don't think I've got YouTube. I have got YouTube channel, but somebody else used it. I don't know what's on it.
No.
I only got YouTube to watch Jesmond Duke's channel. That's your channel.
Yeah, you better be.
Oh, yeah,
and of course, you also watch the Universe Era Pod on YouTube. Of course. I still haven't done that video because I'm lazy. Anyway, thank you for listening, and please come back next time when either we're doing the special episode of WrestleMania 37 or the Great American Bash 2007. I don't know which one's going to happen first. Anyway, thank you. Goodbye. And we're cut. All right. That was good. Thank you. Yeah. That went on longer than I was expecting it to. I thought it was only going to be like 10 minutes.
Was it an hour and 27 minutes?
Yeah.
So, some people get into the longer ones, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Like, I listen to a lot of longer podcasts. Like, if a podcast is like 30 minutes, I'm like, I don't know if I want to listen to this. 3.5 hours. Baby, sign me up.
If I see a podcast at like 10 minutes, I've got to ask myself, is there any that's been cut out? Am I missed any? But when you see a longer one, I'm going to say, that must be the full thing.
Mm-hmm. And if you're listening to a Bruce Pritchard podcast, like, cut down, you're just like, so they removed all the times where he said Dave Meltzer's an idiot. Like, have you listened to that podcast? Half of it is basically him saying Dave Meltzer's an idiot.
I need to check it out, to be honest with you.
It is a fascinating podcast because since he was behind the scenes at everything, it is fascinating, but it gets infuriating every time he's like, Dave Meltzer was wrong about this. Dave Meltzer doesn't know what he's talking about. It does get very annoying.
I'm going to write that down, actually.
I don't know. Yeah. 83 Weeks and Bruce Pritchard's podcast are both great. That's the Bischoff. Yeah, that's the Bischoff one. That one's great. I like how he recently said that TNA was the competition to WWE before AEW, and I was like, yeah, it was. Then you came along and ruined it with Hogan. Like that's something we're definitely covering in our timeline, like the 7 weeks its Impact went to Monday night to try and feud with the WWE, and the WWE just went, all right then, fuck you, mate. Here's Bret Hart.
But Impact and AEW could strike up the ratings if they snatch some of the ones that have been released. Like,
oh yeah, like you know, Cody just been like, ooh, wait. Also, I can't believe I didn't mention this. You know what? I might just keep a whole conversation bit just so I can mention this bit for AEW. Cody, listen to me. Hire Zack Ryder, form a team, call yourself the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. When you go on Jericho cruise, call it Sweet Life on Deck, and then your ratings go through the roof.
I like that.
You know what? Just come on, Cody. You know you listen to me because we know Brandy comes around my house often.
Oh, you bet I am, bro.
Brandy.
You've got everybody on speed dial, huh?
Yeah.
She doesn't. You've got them. I've only got Triple H.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I gave Triple H's number to you because he was kind of pissed at me. But yeah, like I have Candice Michelle, Melina, like